All right. Welcome to another video. This one, we're not gonna play a tournament. We are going to create a course. So we're going to create a brand new course and go through basic course design, cover a few quick editing topics. New course. Let's call this one for no apparent reason. We're going to call this Wolf Creek Golf Club. Pick a theme. Let's go. The Swiss theme is pretty good. This one, this temperate theme, that's new for 25. Let's take that one since it's a new theme for PGA2K 2025. The terrain, raise up to water level a little bit so we get some more interesting features. We'll leave all this alone for now. We don't want a lot of trees in the way while we're making our course. That's cool. The layout, we can choose a layout and have it pre-populate all the holes, but if you want to make a completely custom course, turn all that off. Green size, we'll make the default green size a little bit bigger. Fairway bunkers, probably gonna have to redo them anyway, but now we have a blank slate. Cool. Continue. So, here we go. Blank slate, nothing around. So might as well set the stage with, put in a clubhouse just to start us off. Oh, that's cool, it looks a little different than the other one. Stick a clubhouse in there. So now we've got a place to call home. And what do we got over here? We got trees and nice. All right. So before we start throwing golf holes all over the place, what we want to do is we want to measure. First, we want to say where are we going to start. So let's put the first tee right here. And let's go this way. There's 171 yards to there. There's 227 to cross the water. That's fun. So we'll go 227 there. And then let's go dogleg left. And we want it to go 150. Let's go, yeah, we'll go 100, roughly 150. So that gives us a layout. Now, come over to our create hole tool. Place the tee box. Place the fairway kind of target point. And then place the green. Following our layout, we will get this. Huge green, big fairway, big tee box. So now we're going to make a few quick adjustments right from the jump. Let's go over to the holes and we'll go to tee box settings. And these are global settings, so these will be settings that will impact all the tee boxes we create. We'll do that. Shape. Pick a different shape. And then tee markers, tee width. We want to make the tee box markers wide. We'll pick a different tee marker setting. Those look pretty cool. Tee color, black. Okay, now the next thing we want to do, same here, we want fairway settings. Fairway width, 0. Fairway roll, that's all fine. So we don't want a fairway put in just yet. Light rough, we'll make that kind of small. Heavy rough width, we'll make that kind of small. Cool. Okay. So what we have here is the tee. And then I believe if we go to the select tool, this, hole options, light rough settings. That's what we want. So now we can have some fun. Now we can come in here and create surfaces. And we want to create a fairway, and we want to use the spline. So we are going to draw our fairway all the way to the hole. Still got some lingering fairway bunkers, which we're going to take care of because I don't actually want them there. Kind of a nice wide fairway. It is the first hole after all. Alright, so we put our fairway in. Now we want to click on the spline. We're going to edit, smooth, and we want a smooth spline, which means the edges of the fairway will be smooth. And we got some bunkers right there in the middle of the fairway. That's always fun. And we have a green. What does this green look like? Go up to hole 1 options, click on that, go to green settings. Let's make this guy a little smaller. Oh, not that small, jeez. There's a little bit of a delay in how all this works. That's cool, because after all, we're not going to have a long shot coming into the screen. But that looks pretty wide open. Looks almost too wide open. So what we're going to do, go over here to nature, grab a tree, and let's just take filters, current theme, turn that on, see what kind of trees we get here. Ooh, colorful stuff. Very colorful trees. Alright, we will take this red tree right here, press the upper, oh, it's too small. Alright, we're going to go back. We're going to take the current theme, turn that off. And we're just going to grab a tree. Kind of like this guy. We're going to put him right there. That's not bad. And then we're going to go to plants. Got all these little stubby trees. That's kind of neat. We'll take these little stubby trees. We'll click L3, hit the up arrow, and get like a whole bunch. No, we don't want that. We're going to go to spline fill. See what that does. Put a whole bunch of those stubby trees over there. That's cool. That's all right. All right, so there's our first hole with a tree. Tree right in the middle, in the freaking way. That's awesome. Then, let's see, we want to go to signs and markers. And how far out are we here? Up at the top of the screen, it says we are 240 from the tee, and we are 127 to the green. So we're going to go up to 100. We're going to come down here. We're going to grab this 100-yard marker. Oh, we don't want the post. We want the round one. And get it to 100 and place it right in the middle of the fairway just to annoy everybody. And then what is this? 150. So we'll take the 150-yard marker 49, 50. Sink that in the ground right there. All right, so we got that. We got that. We got our tee box. Tee box is kind of sunk in the ground, so go over here to the sculpt terrain, take landscape tools, take landscape flatten. We're going to pick a shape, same shape, oops. Same shape as our tee box. We're going to raise it up a little bit with the right trigger, or right bumper. And boom, flattened it out, raised it up. And let's see, we'll go back to furniture, benches. Let's take a bench. Nope, don't want that bench. Benches. I'll take a rustic, kind of a rustic looking bench. I'll put that right here. So, and of course you're not going to really see it over there. So once you have something placed, you go to the select tool, you can grab the bench, you can move the bench, swap it, delete it. Yeah. We are going to move it, put it over here, because that's the direction you'll be looking when you're on the tee. Put it right there. And what else do we want? Let's see. Equipment, course equipment. Gotta have a ball wash and a garbage can. Put that there. Alright, so let's give this a go. Go over here to the play hole 1. We'll do a quick play test just to make sure that, oh man, we can cut this corner like crazy. Let's go driver. So it allows us to really cut that corner. If we don't want that, we need to put something there in the way. Tree in the way? Nope. Since we don't have any light rough, we've got the heavy rough right up against the tree. So, alright, this whole plays pretty well. I think we're in pretty good shape with that. But we might want to address the fact that you can drive the crap out of this thing. One way to prevent that would be to put something off the tee that's in your way, which is always fun. So let's take a tree. Where's my tree? There's a tree. Take a big honking tree. We'll sink it right here in the backyard. Put one there. Rotate it a little bit and put one here. So, you can still cut the corner, but you're going to have to go around this tree. Or better yet, move your ball over to the side of the tee box like so. And now you still get the same shot. Got to carry the bunker, but you still have the same shot. It might be in the bunker, but that's your risk. All right. And what can we do up here to screw with this hole some more? That front of the green and this whole area here looks like it needs a little danger. So we'll go back to edit course. Press the start button, by the way, while you're in there and you get back to that menu. So we go back to edit course. And we're going to go create water, create a body of water. And here you just have to draw in something. We're going to draw in a nice big pond. Where did my starting point go? Bam. Oh, there it is. All right, so what did it create? Created a mess. Look at that. That's cool. So we have that. Now we'll go back to create water, but we will create a water feature. Oh, no, I don't want a water feature. That's running water. Oh, we have to do that in another spot if we want to put a fountain in there. So now let's go back to our trees. Well, maybe a big-ass stone would be fun. Big-ass rock in there. That looks cool. And then maybe a smaller one over here. Just enough that if you put your ball in it, you're toast. And how about... I'm going to want to put a tree in here somewhere. We need another tree. So we'll go back to landscaping. Go to flatten. Take a smaller section here. Shrink it down. Put it right about here. Raise it up. Raise it up some more. Knock it down. Nice. Grab another tree. This time probably a smaller tree. Maybe something a little colorful. Maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. I got a little tighter window to have to get in there. And just to screw with people a little bit more, we're going to put another tree. Let's take a different one now. Take a red tree. Big-ass red tree. Put that right smack dab in the middle of the bunker. And we'll get out of there. We'll get some grass. What looks good? What kind of grass? Yeah, that looks all right. Some big grass. Some big grass. That'll work. Some bigger grass there. Fill it in a little bit. We'll just rotate it and put another one in. Make it a little thicker. And just for fun, we're going to put a big-ass rock in there. Match some of the other rocks that are around. Always fun to mess with the golfers. You don't want anything to be easy pickings. All right, so we got that in the middle of the fairway. That should be enough. And let's see. Got some different plants here. What does this stuff look like? I don't think that fits with what we're doing. Go with grass. Go with the theme. There's not too many of them. Go with this. Spline fill. We're going to put a bunch of grass up the side here. Not that anybody should be in it, but you never know. Some more stuff over here. All right. So it was still a little bit easy to get to, but we can solve that too. One more thing that's always fun, landscape tools, flatten. Let's take a different shape, maybe something like this. Let me look back. So there's the line, the tee box to here. How about right there? Right about here, right where we tried to fly that. We're going to put in Gonna build up a little land here. Maybe not that high. A little higher than that. Alright, so I built that up. Now, let's see, we want to go with... not a building. Let's just look at all our objects here. You can put in some big rocks and stuff, but... they might have moved some of this stuff around. High tension wires, all kinds of stuff. What we're looking for is either the windmill or the wind turbine. Miscellaneous drapes, rounds, paved, good lights, benches. But I think they put it in a different section. Let's see. Yeah, it's not in there. It wouldn't be in this stuff. So maybe it's in buildings, miscellaneous. I think we're going to zero in on. There we go. Water tower, windmill. Windmill's cool. Just have to, oh, it's a little big for this island we made. And we want it facing the right direction. It's not really in the way yet, anyway. Well, this one could be. If we stick it right on the edge, it will be. We'll put it right there. And then we just need something next to it so it doesn't look completely out of place. We'll put the little shed next to it. There we go. And if you're going to go all the trouble to put that in there, then you probably want to put a boat next to it. If they have any new boats. And it'd have to be some sort of a working boat. Good enough. Got a boat. All right, so let's have another look. Play hole 1. Now we're talking. So if we want to, we can still move over to the right side of the tee box. However, this tee shot is now a bit riskier. Still have a window to get it right there. So it's still possible, but it's a little more challenging. I like that. A little more challenging. That water's not really in play, but that's okay. You can always move the pin. If I want to make it more difficult, you can put the pin back there. Or you can make multiple pins. So that might be the next thing we do. Okay, so we finished that. I kind of like that hole. I think it turned out okay. Next thing, zoom back in here. So we got our tee box. I think one tee is enough. But if we go here, we go to the pin, and we click on the pin, we can say move, or we can say add. We'll leave it where it is, but then we'll add another one back here. So now we have two pins, pin 1, pin 2. And I think we might just leave it at that. So next thing you can do, you can put in cart paths and stuff. So if we wanted to, we could come over to create surfaces, come down to cart path. We will use a spline tool, and we want to pick a texture, see if they have any new ones. And we'll pick like this one. Pick that texture, and then back out. The width, we'll leave it at that. We'll use a spline tool, and we'll come back. We'll start from like here. I'm not sure how. The cart path's going to wind around through the trees, up along the side here, and around the back of the green. And we'll have the tee box to the next hole, probably like right there. So we place it. That's pretty good. So now we have our cart path. And if you're going to make cart path, what do you need? Oh, cart path's a little bit on the side of the hill. So, if you're going to have a cart path, you've got to have a cart. Of course. Which cart do we want? I like this one. Club car, maybe. Now here we got to figure out how to get it on the cart path. Well, people always drive their carts off the cart path, so we're going to put our cart right here. Oh, don't want to bury it in the ground. Just tap it till it turns blue. And if we go triangle advanced edit, we can rotate it a little bit left and right, a little bit back and forth, and drop it down. Place. Perfect. That looks good. So now we have our cart, we have our hole, we have our cart path. And that's not bad. So we added a hole, test played it, added multiple pins. We could add multiple tee boxes if we wanted to. Pretty simple. Just come back to the tee, just like we did with adding another pin. We just come over here and we go to black tee. Click on the black tee, go to add tee. And we could put another tee box back here. And it automatically raised it up, flattened it. But now we want this one to be the black tee. And we want this one, hole 1, black tee. We want this one to be maybe a red tee. and it has a red dot, and this one has the black dot. So now what we can do, just to make sure we didn't totally screw it up, we go back here, we say we want to play the black tee, and we want to play the second pin set. Now we can test out our hole, playing from a little farther back. Now we probably have to look at laying up with the 3-wood or shortening up the driver. Really changes the dynamic of the hole, especially if you hit it into the frickin' rough. I'm just going to pitch this out so that we can test the hole had we just played it out to here. Whoops. Just pitch it. All right. So if we just played it out to here now, that brings that red tree into a little bit. Not much, but enough that we can test this out from back here. Kind of like that placement. That looks fun. Okay, so what's missing? We've got our first hole in. We've got our tee box set. That all looks pretty good. If we wanted to put yet another furniture stuff on, go to equipment, course, filter, placed. There's our ball washer. Put that over here. We're not going to put another cart there. And now we want to go, what was it, furniture and benches, filter, placed. There's our bench. All right, so we put that in there. But now, what do we need? We need a crowd. So we might want to put something here because depending, go to crowd tools, standing crowd, crowd spline, and we'll put a little crowd over here. Let them come right up to the course. Damn, I made this shit hard to see. What the hell did it do? Crowd tools. Crowd tools. Oh, I see what it did. Crowd toggle on and off. So I put the crowd in like that. And so why don't we do this since we put the crowd in there around it. Crowd seating. We can put a couple of these in here. All right, so there's our crowd there, and then probably want somebody back here watching. So we'll go back to buildings, crowd seating, and we'll put in something a little bit different back here. Always make sure you pay attention that the seats are facing the way you want the crowd to be watching. There you go. There's your crowd. And so there's basically a quick way to put in, get your course started. Putting in one hole, and then you just do that 17 more times. You got yourself a golf course. So we will save this one for now. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. catch you later.